Alright, this week we'll be talking about the Pyro! Yeah, the mumbling abomination that every single class but the Pyro fears. Even though he dreams of unicorns and rainbows all days. And this video will be covering his new weapons in the new metal gun, it's gunmetal update. So the first weapon I'll be covering is the Scorch Shot. Now, the Scorch Shot has been buffed a lot. Now, the reduced penalty went from 50% to 35%, so now you can kill targets more easily with it. It now has increased knockback on burning targets, and in addition to that, you can mini crit them. Yeah, and keep in mind that before, that never happened, so now, a very good weapon to use. Oh yeah, and the blast radius for the Scorches also are increased, so you could light people on fire more easily, and mini crit them easier as well. So, is it a good weapon? Hell yes, especially when you pair it up with the Phlogiston and the back scratcher. If you do that, then you get the Selfish Pyro, the ultimate Selfish Pyro, and you can always kill people easily with the Phlogiston. Man, Valve, you gotta nerf that thing, because everyone is getting annoyed by it. All right, and that's basically it for the Scorch Shot. In fact, the Scorch Shot is so OP now, especially if you pair it up with the Phlogiston. Because, first of all, you could just use, because the Phlogiston doesn't need to build up oomph with just the flamethrower itself. You could build it up with, say, a melee weapon or a secondary weapon. And the Scorch Shot works wonders with that, since you don't have to hit people directly in order to light them on fire to build up oomph. I mean, just look at this example. I'm now spawn camping their entire team. Yeah, the entire team. And they can't do a thing about it because, as we all know, the Phlogiston is really OP, and now with the addition of the Scorch Shot, it's even more OP. That's going to be it for the Scorch Shot, and we'll be moving on to the next buffed / nerfed weapons. Now, the next weapons include the detonator and the power jack. I'll talk about the power jack first. In the gunmetal update, the health gained whenever you kill somebody was reduced from 75 to 25. So basically, it's not as great of a weapon as it used to be. So the power jack was a very good weapon back in the day. You run fast with it, you get behind someone, and you kill them and get 75 HP. Now if you were at full health, you would get overheal with that 75 HP, and it's quite hard to kill you if you keep getting kills with it. However, in this new update, it's not that great of a weapon anymore, since you only get 25 HP from it. If you still use it, you'll still probably use it for the speed boost, but other than that, there's no real reason to use it. Other than that though, is it still a good weapon though? Yeah, it's decent. I guess you can still use it and get somewhere. But I don't really recommend this weapon anymore. The last weapon I'll be talking about would be the detonator. Now, what changed was that whenever you do a detonator jump, your height slightly increased, but it's not that significant because the detonator jump isn't as big as, say, a rocket jump. However, the blast radius when you personally detonate it with your alternative fire is increased, so you can possibly get some more people in midair, but you still have to have a certain level of skill to do that. And now detonated explosions will mini crit targets. Then again, this weapon always has mini crit targets, it's just that in the weapon description it never said so. However, something was changed is that the damage penalty was increased to -25%. So now it's quite hard to kill non-burning players. You have to light them on fire and then mini crit them, and then that'll possibly be your best chance of killing them. And also, whenever you detonate your jump, you take more damage. So you might not want to detonate a jump as often as you wish before, unless you are overhealed or you have a pocket medic on you. Is it still a good weapon? Yeah, I still think it's a good weapon because of the fact that you can get to hard to reach places and flank them. Not only that, but you can now, well, if you flank them, you have an easier time of mini-crating them, which would be very nice because killing with this weapon alone is quite hard. Now, this weapon with the power jack and the back burner is actually a very good combo because detonator and the power jack have mobility, so therefore you can get behind enemy lines easier. And then the back burner would crit targets that have their back behind you. So yeah, it's still a pretty good loadout. I mean, it's still a pretty good weapon if you're going to use that loadout, but it's not my one of my personal loadouts because I'm not good at flanking people, and I would rather go with the selfish Pyro, with the Phlogistinator and Scorch Shot and all. So, Detonator, yes, it's a good weapon if you want to try and flank people. However, try not to use it alone, otherwise you'll have a hard time killing people. Now these are just my opinion. These are just my perspectives on these weapons. Be sure to check some other YouTubers on what their opinions are, and as usual, check the wiki for more info just in case I missed anything. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video, which will be about the Demo Man, the class that I seriously can't play as because I have horrible aim. Well, we'll see you in the next video. See ya.